So I bought a replacement external 255 to see if it's the pump, because I believe I said it 15 times. I don't know where I got that pump. I don't know if it worked or not, but I can only assume I removed it because it didn't work and I was going to test it or use it to like transfer fuel or something. So we'll try this guy before we dig into the tank all crazy, because I'd rather not empty every ounce of fuel out of it and take it apart. So the exhaust was rattling against this and I finally had enough, and before I went to the dyno I shoved one of my pry bars in here and I pushed it down and it just snapped off the muffler. It just snapped it right off. So I'm just going to sawzall the exhaust out, because we got the dyno numbers, even with the fuel pump not keeping up, and I showed you that one. So we're going to swap out the fuel pump, and if this one struggles too, we're going to do some disgusting things with the tank, get some gasoline in our armpits. So I cut the exhaust off. There's the muffler. Where this guy right here. There's the catalytic converter that has oil all over it, assuming from the back of this guy. I'm gonna try to find that next. It's leaky. Fuel pressure is good. Pump is quiet. I left the key on and killed my battery like a moron, but it starts and runs and has fuel pressure now, so it's doing good. And I think I'm gonna do electric fan also, and the turbo and everything else. Why not? Just for fun, right? Test everything out. Here we go. I'll show you. The pump's real quiet now. My learn tables are probably boned. But yeah, hopefully this fixes it. So the pump is much quieter. I was able to find the oil feed right here. So I got, that's a 3/8. I have a reducer that fits, so I got an 1/8 to 4AN90, because I'm going to shoot the hose up. The other end has a 90, and believe it or not, I unscrewed these. I knocked them loose and I got them out. The bolts are right there, nothing broke. I got my guy here, look at this. I welded that where I couldn't even see. I didn't do a bad job. So we're gonna see if we can't make an up pipe out of this. I got my T3 guy, and I was like, man, I don't have any small piping. Oh, right here, I do have small piping, so this should match it. It'll be much better to use this, even as some 90 and a 45 and another 45. If we can't do it with that, we don't got it. So that's what's next. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna cut this real short and flip it around and see if I can't get it to come up. I think I'm just going to lengthen these wires because they just go right across. I would like to have the turbo most likely here anyway, so we'll get to those. We'll cross that bridge. Probably like, I mean, here's 2, and what's in here? 1, 3 wires. Yeah, I can handle that. All right, gonna crack some welds off. So I got this guy, and it's kind of a tight bend to get back in front, so we're gonna make an ugly one. I mean, it's ugly anyway because it's all a rotted, terrible, used exhaust, but this does a good job of coming up. Kind of, you get the idea. It's gonna be, you know, down here up against the frame rail, and I'm gonna come up. I might even just loop the heater hose just to get that out of the way, but it might not be. Well, we did what you're supposed to do. I plugged my oil feed and I filled this guy with some slick fitty, and we'll fire it just for fun. And no gasket or anything, just bolt it on there. See if my fuel pump works. Well, it already makes cool turbo noises. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so I have feed stuff coming. I have drain flanges coming. I have the downpipe 4-bolt guy. Might even get it today, but everything should be here by Friday, which will be awesome. I don't think I'm going to cut these at all. I think I'm just going to lay them against the turbo, or you know, pick them up over all this stuff, like move the hose or disconnect them quick. But soon. The only thing I'm not happy I did was I kind of aimed this funny, but it's got to go somewhere, you know? I don't know. I figure we can come up and go over as long as it clears the hood. The real test is going to be with how high this is for my adapter and everything else, but we'll figure it out.